Seattle may be broken, but its citizens are not. Volunteers poured into the downtown core Sunday, scrubbing graffiti off buildings and storefronts and helping city crews clean up after a peaceful protest turned violent Saturday. Police and civilians injured as a demonstration escalated into a riot. Vehicles burned and businesses looted. The mayor declared a 5 p.m. curfew and the National Guard was called in. 55 people were arrested.
These were the acts of people who came with their own intentions to destroy, to injure, and to cause chaos.
Businesses in our city who were already struggling and suffering under the pandemic are now faced with this.
Much of the violence and destruction, both here in Seattle and across the country, has been instigated and perpetuated not by the people most impacted by generations of discrimination and institutional racism, but by young white men.
The scenes of destruction continue across the U.S. Officers launching tear gas and rubber bullets in Minneapolis, where George Floyd's death at the hands of police has sparked days of fury.
What's happened to George Floyd is indelibly etched into the soul of Minneapolis.
New York protests saw police cars set on fire and dozens of officers injured. NYPD SUVs drove into crowds to gain some control.
Clearly, we need to do a full investigation and look at the actions of those officers and see what was done and why it was done.
In Washington, D.C., an angry mob tried again to get over barriers outside the White House. From Philadelphia to Los Angeles, cities looked like war zones.
I prayed that we'd never be back in this type of situation. To see us fall back this far, it hurts. It hurts a great deal.
Back in the Northwest, the mayor buoyed by her citizens' efforts, confident they will win the battle in Seattle.
I asked what brought her here, and she said, "We are not going to let those people take our city down."
Kristen Robinson, Global News.